people, how are you guys doing? So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a little hallway with a little special twist. And also Merry Christmas. Christmas is just in a few days. And I'm sorry I didn't post last week. I was really busy, but this week you will get 2 videos and you will guys see what the next one is. But this is a very exciting video, so let's get into it. This is the base of my hallway. It is pretty big. I'm not going to tell you guys the measurements for it. I did make it out of foam board, but if you want, you can make it out of cardboard. Either works perfectly fine. The length of my hallway, so all the way from this end down to this end, is 48 centimeters or 19 inches. The width is 29.5 centimeters or 12 inches. And the height is 36 centimeters or 14 inches. I just put centimeters and inches because in Europe we use centimeters most of the time, and in America I'm pretty sure you guys use inches most of the time. I'm not pretty sure, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this, like I'm going to wrap this all up in paper. So I have these 6 squares of scrapbook paper, and these are 6 by 6 inches each. I don't know why I sound confused when I said that. And you're pretty much going to need 6, depending on what size of paper you have. And my walls are going to be half white, half blue. You could choose any color you like. And I have, oh my god. And I have some of this beautiful blue for that. So I'm going to wrap this up and I'll be with you guys in a bit. As you can see, I've covered everything up, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the next step, and we're going to be covering that little empty space at the back there that I haven't covered. So let's get into it. So I have a bunch of pieces of foam board here, and I'm going to set them up in the hallway so that you guys know what it's going to look like, and then I'm going to explain everything. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start constructing the whole kind of twist mysterious thing.
Yay!
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 12-inch pieces that are 12 inches long as the whole hallway itself. And I cover them all with the marble, and I stack them on top of each other. The bottom one is 2.5 inches wide, and this one on top of that one is 1 3/4 inches wide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue those over there, in that little space right there. This looks kind of weird right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of marble scrapbook paper to match everything else, and I'm just going to glue it over here like this because some of the back is going to be visible. And by some I mean literally just the middle, so just letting you guys know that. So let me do that. Just glue the scrapbook paper down. As you can see, I made 2 little marks on both sides, and these represent 2 inches between the wall and the mark, and you're gonna see why those come in handy later. I have these 2 pieces that I cut and covered with marble paper, and these are 11.5 inches tall, both of them are. And what I'm going to do is they have little notches at the bottom. As you can see, there's a little cutout, and these are so that they can fit in perfectly like this. Obviously, if you don't have 2 pieces of foam board at the end like I do, then you obviously don't need to cut a notch, but because I did, I had to cut a notch. And make sure these are mirror reflections of each other, otherwise it will look kind of strange. And you're gonna glue them directly on the mark like this. Okay guys, now that I glued that down, I have this huge piece over here like this, and it has like an arch. I don't know how to show it. It has like an arch like this, and it looks really good. I covered this with marble once again, and I'm just gonna show you guys how it looks like when I put it in its place. This is what it looks like down like this, and it's gonna look really pretty. Let me show you guys the measurement for this. This is as well 12 inches long. It is 14.25 inches tall, and it is 2 inches wide on each of these little bits, and that's why we left 2 inches with that mark over there. Okay guys, so I completed it, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a 7 3/4 by 2.5 piece of foam board covered in marble again, And this is going to be a little shelf, and I'm going to glue it about here, like this. Make sure it fits in perfectly. And you can glue it at whatever height you want. So let me do that. Okay guys, I glued the shelf, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take 2 more pieces of foam board. There is this 12 by 3 and 1/4 piece that I cut out. And there's also this 12 by 2 3/4 piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them together like this. And I'm going to glue them at the very top. So we did make the hallway, but it would kind of make sense to have some doors.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to make my doors non-functional. If you want to make them functional, then do so. But I just feel like it is easier, and I really don't feel like there's a point for me to make them because I probably won't use them anyway. So I have this 4 3/4 by 13 inches piece of foam board, and I'm just going to cover this in some marble scrapbook paper. Okay guys, so I've covered this piece of foam board with some marble scrapbook paper, and what I'm going to do now is I have this 3 1/4 by 7 1/4 inch piece of foam board and a 3 1/4 by 3 inch piece of foam board. I'm going to cover both of these with some white paper. So I took those little wrapped rectangles, and what I did is I glued them onto this piece that we did earlier, we covered earlier with marble. And I just lined them up, and they look really, really neat. Now what I did is I also cut a bunch of little strips of gold paper. It has this like wood texture in it. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to take them and I'm literally going to cover all of these edges. So the door turned out really nice, and I need 2 more of these because I'm going to have 3 doors. And you might be wondering why there's a sheet of baby paper with hot glue on it. It's because I'm going to make some door handles. So to make some door handles, you're going to need 3 1/2 inch pieces of skewers, wooden skewers. And I'm just going to make the door handle kind of thingy that you hold on to open the door. Obviously my doors are not actually going to open, but it's just for aesthetics. I'm going to make a door handle kind of shape, and I think the best shape is this last one that I made. I did experiment a little bit. So to achieve this, you're going to make a big dot of hot glue like this, and then you're going to come out and you're going to make like a kind of teardrop. You can make it as thick or as like small as you like. And I actually really like how this looks. I'm gonna make one more and I'll be with you guys. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this little stick that we cut earlier, and I'm gonna put a dot of hot glue on the tip. And I'm gonna take this little door handle thing that we made with hot glue. I'm just gonna glue that on top, and it's gonna melt into the door handle piece that we made, which is gonna make it really, really stable. And I made 2 more of them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint them white and then add a few layers of gold paint to make it really pretty, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm finished with the doors, and wow, they're so pretty. I added these little gold bits over here and this little thingy to look like a dog, and they're so cute. I made 3 of them. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue them down. Guys, I'm literally my joy's dropped. It's so pretty, beautiful. I love it so much. What? Anyway, to spice some things up a bit, I have this beautiful little vase with some flowers in it. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this here to make it look a little bit better and add a little bit of color. And if you guys want to see a tutorial on how I made that vase, then let's reach this video to 20 likes and I'll make that happen for you guys. It looks good, but I have this empty space right here, and I kind of want to do something about it, so let's make a little kind of table. So let's do that. To make the tables, I'm going to take 2 6.5 wooden dowels. I'm going to make 2 legs, and the back is going to be glued to the hallway, to the wall of the hallway. If you want, you can add 4 legs, as many legs as you like. I'm just going to add 2. And because it's a bit too simple, obviously I'm so extra, right? I have these strips of paperboard, recycled paperboard, and I'm going to take them and I'm going to make some little details like this. And I'll show you guys the results. So I'm done.
Wow.
And I made like all those little details. I'm going to spray paint them gold later. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the whole like little table thing. So we made the legs, now we're going to make the table. So here it is. This is 7¼ long. And this is about 1¾ inches wide. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of fabric. I have this really pretty crushed velvet, and I'm going to glue it on top. Okay guys, now that I covered it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some lace and I'm going to glue it around the edges. Okay guys, and finally what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more of that gold paper and just glue it around. I glue the table down and it looks so good. I'm literally obsessed with it. I love all like the details on the fabric. It looks gorgeous, and like the gold, it is just so pretty. And what I'm gonna do now, as you have already noticed, sometimes my English is so bad. I've been in England for literally 5 years and I still don't know how to speak properly, but okay, just forget that. I have made this little hole in the fabric, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this little decoration on it. It looks super pretty. It's gold. I don't know if the lighting can catch it. I'm just going to glue it there. It just looks really pretty in the middle of the table. It's just like so pretty. I know I just said that so many times. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just gonna turn the camera a little bit like this. As you can see, I did glue some curtains there and they look so pretty. Oh my god, I love them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this like piece over here. It looks really pretty. I don't know if you can catch it. It's so pretty. And it's like from a brooch that I had, but it broke, so I just like used it. I just kept it so that I could use it for the dolls, and it looks so pretty when I put it like that. And now we're gonna move on to the next bit. You guys, as you can tell, there's this empty space on the wall right there, and I have a plan for that. I have this beautiful painting that I printed online. I just glued little gold bits at the end. All I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put some hot glue on it, and I'm just gonna glue it on here because I don't want this roll to be kind of blank. And it looks so pretty. I love it. And we also have some empty space on this wall over here, and I have some more little paintings. I have this one, so pretty, and this one. I'm just gonna glue them in. God, guys, this room looks gorgeous. I absolutely love this room so much. And this is pretty much the end. Well, not yet, because I have to add this rug. This beautiful rug. Well, now it is. And I'm actually in love with this. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I absolutely love making this. And if you could, please subscribe, like, share this video with someone, and I would really appreciate it if you also press the notification bell. That would really mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, goodbye, and Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year!